So Randy, when dealing with clients, if they have, is there a big difference in how you operate them and the kind of advice you give them from a non-for-profit and for-profit business, or how you evaluate them?
Honestly, it's the same road. It's the same road. Even if they have a nonprofit or a regular LLC, it will still be the same answer. This is the steps that you need to take in order to get, let's say, a line of credit or maybe a business loan. When it comes down to the nonprofit, they do have to provide more documentation.
Oh, even more?
Even more, yeah.
So I was gonna ask, somebody who is just starting out their business, right? Obviously the business has no credit. What do they need to show to get, a good amount of credit to start their business?
Awesome, and that's a great question. So credit, because even though you have a business, that business is registered to a person, to an individual. So your personal credit has to be there. And that's the reason why I'm very passionate when it comes down to, hey, let's educate, the community. Let's educate our kids, and show them that even if you're 15, 16, we could start helping you build credit. Therefore, by the time you're 18 and you decide what you want to do, you have at least one foot inside the door.
So how would an 18-year-old, 19-year-old build credit? Because, you have to be 18-year-old to open a bank account, right?
It depends.
Okay.
No,
you could be younger than that.
Yes, as long as, for example, there are a few institutions that have student accounts.
Okay.
Right? You do have to kind of like co-sign, an adult has to be in that account. But one of the best ways to help your kids build credit, just add them as an authorized user to your credit card.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So even if they're 13, 14, you can add them to the credit card. You don't have to give them that credit card.
I'm not gonna give him a credit card. I might buy a fucking Lamborghini or some shit.
Roadblocks will be through the roof. Okay.
Just add them.
What?
Just add them.
Pokemon cards?
Right.
Add them and frame
Make
it.
sure you're using it.
Okay.
You're using it. Make sure you're making the payments on time. By the time that child is 18, guarantee 700, 720.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And what age can you start doing that?
There's no age.
No
So
age.
even like if they're 5 years old.
There's no age.
There's no age.
You turn the mic up. I want to make sure I'm hearing this shit right. Because I'm dead ass. Turn them up.
Which number?
I don't know. What was that, 4? I don't know.
Just turn it up.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Oh, that's Bridget. That's definitely
That was definitely me.
Bridget. My bad.
It's Brigitte.
Brigitte. My bad. I should know about that, right?
No, so there's no age. You can.
So I can add my 5 because I got kids, right? I can add my 5-year-old to my credit card right now.
Yeah. All you need is just
What?
name. All you need is just their full name, date of birth. Some companies ask for their social security, others don't. So my recommendation, take advantage of that credit card hack.
God damn.
Now,
like,
what's
just
the logic behind it? Like, why are they allowing? Because a 5-year-old's not going to use a credit line. So
Hey,
why?
speak for yourself.
I'm saying, but like, why is that an option?
So keep in mind, eventually that child is going to grow, right? So every company wants promotion. Every company wants, more authorized signers, more clients. So if you introduce, let's say, a Capital One credit card to a child, what he's going to know growing up is that, hey, I have a Capital One credit card. Let me go into Capital One and open a bank account. Or let me find out what other products or services.
It's incentive.
So companies just want to promote themselves, and they allow you to add, anyone as an authorized user technically. Yeah.
And Bridget, have you started establishing the People's Assembly's relationship with banks and trying to figure out that direction?
So
in
we
terms of
do
finance?
bank with a financial institution because I know we can't name drop.
No,
Right?
you can name yours. That's fine. It's
You
up to
sure?
you.
Good one.
Okay, I'm just saying.
If you want to.
I mean, yeah, we just gonna keep it, right. So we do, and I find myself like I'm putting more in my money, right, and which is good, right, for now. But it's like I want to be able to build the credit line for the People's Assembly, so it's more so where I am in the process of doing the same thing. Like if I got to build DPA, that means my credit got to be good as well. So between working all these jobs that I have, I tend to I'm now looking up information on how can I get my credit repaired, right? But when you look, I feel like that's what's missing in the community, right? Having that option to say like, okay, these are the things that is hindering you from getting, let's say a 680. I ain't gonna jump through the roof, right? So like, and it's like, oh, these things are tied to you, and some people don't know. Like, I don't know about everybody else, but we know we had that one family member that put everything in such and such name, whether it be a car, whether it be a house, and they don't pay on it. And when that child gets older and they wondering like, why can't I establish a line of credit? It's because your great grandmother, that house you grew up in, is in your name, and you like, I don't even live there no more. So for me, that's what's hindering, like, for me to build that People's Assembly line of credit is like having the access to fix my credit, right? And knowing where to go. Like, I remember one time, like, at certain community boards, they had like workshops where somebody would come in, they do like a credit check, and then they'll say like, these are the things that are on your credit, and then they'll dismiss whatever was there for a long time. But right now, like, I don't have no one I can go to find that out, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You have Ralph right here.
Oh yeah, wait, I lied. Like, can we edit that part? I got somebody now.
Right.
But yeah, like, that's my goal. Like, I want to be able to say like, I want to do more for the People's Assembly.
Okay.
That's just it, and it all boils down to having the money to do so. Like, I can have these great ideas and these great visions, but if the money ain't there, sometimes it goes to the wayside. Like, I plan to, back in when Wakanda Forever first came out, right? And I wanted to take the community members to the movie theater. I had my portion to pay the half, but I still had to come up with another portion. So I find myself like reaching out to other people, but I know that if I could have contacted somebody from maybe corporate from AMC, they would have been able to sponsor that for us. So it's like, I can't do it alone. And clearly, if I ain't got the credit, ain't nobody trying to give me no money, no type of way. So.
Right. So how much? Oh, no, go on. My bad.
No, and just to add to that, right? When you're starting a business, right? Sometimes we don't have $50,000 to invest in the business, right? Whether it's payroll, whether it's marketing, whether it's, hey, you know what? Let me get a spot and rent it out. So that's one of the reasons why I take it very personal when it comes down. Let me educate you. Let me inform you how you can be a successful, self-employed, right? Because credit is going to open the doors for you, right? So just to give you a little story, right? I have helped clients where they have $200,000, $300, $200,000 to $300,000 sitting on their bank account, and they come in for a personal loan and they get rejected because they don't have credit. And I have helped clients, that keeps less than $10,000 in their account, and they come in for a personal loan and they get approved. And then the difference is just that payment history, that history they have with credit. And then once you start using and leveraging credit, it's going to open the doors, because now you're not using your personal funds, right? Now you're using the white man's money. And I'll be honest with you guys, when you go out to buy a restaurant or invest in a restaurant or buy a home, you don't come out of pocket $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. No, all of that gets financed. Yes.